hike today. This is a nice little creek, fast moving. Opens up here. Back everyone to the Real Poor Chef. So last video we looked at chicken, and I chopped up 2 chickens and butchered it, whatever you want to say, and I deboned it. So as you remember, the bones are there. So we're going to use those bones. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. Remember, this is not traditional cooking. I'm going to use some extra chicken to make it really flavorful. So, over here we have the mirepoix. It's called mirepoix. And this is traditional. Usually celery. I don't use the traditional quantities. Normally you would probably use 1 stalk of celery, 2 onions, and 1 carrot. If you want a clear stalk, you wouldn't use a carrot. But I'm, of course, not traditional. So I'm using 3 celery stalks because I want a lot of flavor. I'm using a red onion because we're the Real Poor Chef and we don't have onions right now except this. And it's probably more or less being lazy to go shopping, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Garlic. We love garlic, so we use a lot of garlic. Carrots. We're using carrots, so there'll be 4 carrots in there. You use as much as you want. It's up to you, really. There's no rules here. And I'm going to add a couple of cap mushrooms, brown mushrooms, for flavor. So there you go. That's the mirepoix. Some fresh thyme. I'm using bay leaf in here, 2 of them, medium or small, whatever. I think they're small. Here. And of course, I'm using peppercorns. I like a lot of peppercorns. You don't have to use as much, or you could use more if you want. All depends on what you want. So there we go. Oh yeah, and I forgot over here. Using Himalayan salt, and it's got garlic in it actually. It won't hurt anything. And I don't have some parsley, which is the traditional, one of the traditional herbs that goes in. I'm using dried cilantro because I don't have that. Substitute. Alright, so what we're going to do is first chop up these, get them ready for, and when you're doing the chopping, don't worry about how big it is, because it's going to be, the soup's going to be on the heat for 4 hours. Okay, here we go. I'm going to go fast because hope nothing goes on the floor. I'll sort of control it a little bit so it doesn't go on the floor. If I go fast, it's going to go on the floor. Alright, so big pieces because it's simmering for 4 hours, so you got lots of time to extract the flavors. Great thing about stocks is you don't have to be too gourmet. Just clean everything well. Everything's been pre-washed. So, how are you Lee?
Great. I'm doing a lot of work done.
Yeah, your school, eh?
Yep, yep.
Trying to get everything done before the year end?
Yeah, by summer.
Yeah, so you can have the summer off?
Yeah.
We're going to get some fishing in later, aren't we?
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go and buy some fishing rods. See how much they cost. I know they're expensive these days for good quality stuff. So we'll see what we can do. And we got the lake to go to and catch trout if we can. Salmon. Bass, right?
Yeah.
Pike. Oh, there's lots. That lake has a lot of different kinds of fish. It's amazing.
And that whitefish.
Yeah, whitefish. When we were hiking, those two young teenagers we stopped and asked them what kind of, or if they caught anything, and they said a whitefish. So a whitefish, I think they mean sucker. So it's edible though. Okay, so I'm finished doing that. I'm not going to bother chopping up the garlic because it's going to be stewing in there. Stewing, I mean, you know, simmering. So that's all done too. So we're basically done. So if you could come around with the camera, and we're going to show everybody. Oh, here, I'll get out of the way. You can come over here. So all we have in here is, of course, 2 liters of water, and I'm going to just dump everything in there. Garlic, carrots, celery, onion. There we go. It's in there. I'm going to put the bones, a clump of bones in there. Oh, look at that, a little piece of liver. Okay, and our mirepoix. Now sometimes people use a cheesecloth, and they put that in the cheesecloth and then tie it to the handle so you don't have to fish it out later. But I'm going to be just putting everything in together, and then I'm going to slowly drain it after it's finished cooking. Be careful about that when you do that. Now, they say just cover everything, right? So I'm not sure if that's it. Let's get a spoon. Well, it's still a little frozen. That's okay though. Yeah, so it's covered. We'll add a little bit more water because I'm adding these whole drumsticks to give some more flavor and gelatin. And also we can eat those later. Yeah. Alright. So, obviously, we need more water. And it's going to simmer off because we're going to be here for 4 hours cooking away. So, let me get some more water. La-di-da-di-da, la-di-da-di-da. All right. So we've been busy hiking a lot. Our last hike was 26 point something, right? 26.6. That's right. 26.6 kilometers. So that was a pretty good hike. And that was when? Last Monday.
Yeah, I think it's
last Monday. Monday. Yeah, we don't go on Sunday. We learn our lesson on that one. Yeah. Okay, so the last 2 things is, of course, the sea salt with the garlic in it. So I'm going to add some now. And then we'll add more later as the flavor goes. It gets extracted. And a little bit of the cilantro. Dried cilantro. There we go. There we go. It's done. So what do we do now? Well, we turn on the stove to boil. The lid on, And I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and then we're going to reduce it to simmer. So we'll be back when it's boiling. And it's been a little bit of time, but we got the stock up to boil. So I'm going to take the lid off. There you go. I'm going to turn the heat down. We'll get it to a simmer. So I'm going to estimate that it's roughly between 2 and 3 there. If you have a gas stove, it'll be different. So the lid goes back on, but partially on, because you want it to breathe. So I'm going to let it go. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do this first. I was going to let it go for a while and then come back, but we'll do it all together. So I'm going to take the scum off, and that's what you do. And you continue, whatever scum appears, just keep taking it off. That you don't want that in your soup. It's disgusting. So whatever you find, scoop it out, throw it away. You're not going to use it. It's blood and guts and stuff off the vegetables and impurities. So it just keeps taking it off, and then you keep simmering. And if any more appears, scum, take the scum off again. It should come to a point where it's clear. And so I'll just nurse that later. Put the lid back on, and we'll leave this for 4 hours. And I'll see you in 4 hours. Everybody, 4 hours later, we're ready to strain. So Lee, come over here and show the result. So that's what it looks like. Now we're going to strain it. I don't have modern equipment or anything, so I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way. And it looks nice and rich. The juice. There we go. So that's what's left there. Nope, forgot to turn the stove off there. Thank you very much. So there we go. Put that there, let that drip in there. So that's the product here. Now the idea behind this is to cool it, so I'm going to... Where did we put that?
Put what?
The sink. Oh, it's gone. Anyway, okay, so I'll be right back. Oh, sorry guys, we had to find a plug, and we decided to wash the pot and put the stock back into the pot. So we're back, and the final thing to do here before we see our finished product, which will be tomorrow, and then, well, for you guys it won't be tomorrow, it'll be right away. But this is what we do. So this is what we do. We put it in a cold bath and we let it cool. And once it's cool enough, I put it in the fridge overnight, and then we should have a nice gel, and that will prove that we have a healthy stock. So, and that's about all for now. So you have anything to say there, Lee?
Not really.
No? All right. So we're going to see you guys tomorrow in our life, and for you guys it'll be edited.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So until later, put it that way.
Until later.
Yeah. So here we are. It's the next day. It is May 24th. No, 23rd. It's the 23rd. And it's Queen Victoria's birthday. It is a national holiday in Canada. Whoopie-doo! Anyway, hope I didn't insult anybody. Here is our jellied stock. Now, there on the top, I just took it out of the fridge. On the top is some fat from the bird, and you can take it off if you like the fat, leave it. If you don't like the fat, then take it out. So I'm going to take some of it out because I'm trying to lose weight, and the more we get out, the better for me. There's not much. Chicken doesn't give off that much fat, but I'm going to take it all out. Take the majority. So when you put it in the fridge, it's a lot easier to scoop the fat out than when it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it's pork or beef, then it really solidifies, and then you can peel it right off. It comes out like icebergs or sheets of ice, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, there we go. So you can see the consistency here. It's jelly. That's what you want. That's a good stock. So that'll be really good. We tasted it. It's flavorful.
Yep.
And for this stock, you can make soups, of course. You can make sauces, of course, and broths. So we're going to make a dish out of this stock, and that'll be the next episode. So guys, tune in. Don't forget to subscribe,
Like,
and comment, and turn on the notifications, right?
Yep.
And we'll see you for the next video, which will be a dish from this stock. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. So, see you later. Say goodbye.
Goodbye.